We're over here tapping in with KWJT, Puget Sound from space. I'm over here with Corey. You're tapping in with Tavares and sliding with Solana. You already know what's going on, KWJT, man. A whole lot of groovy shit, baby. Yes. We're here back at it again with another podcast for you guys. Thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate you guys. You know, I like to start off the show with two things. A whole lot of love ski for the past groovers who's been tapping in with us and just enjoying the content and, you know, being proactive with our drops. We broke 900 subscribers. We're almost at like 911.
Come on.
We're at 910 right now. So thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys. Also, for the new future groovers and people tapping in right now, please subscribe. We're trying to do a giveaway at 1,000. So if we run up our subscribers, we can give y'all free shit. You know, Corey loves to give y'all free shit. So
I'm trying to give some bucks away.
Yeah, good bucks. But yes, without a further ado, ski, let me introduce this week's guest. We got Ike up in the motherfucking building, baby.
Come on.
Come on.
And truth be told, this is the second time Ike was in the building, to be fairly honest with our groovers out there. Ike actually basically blessed the new podcast space. He was actually our formal first interview introducing the new space. But we've been running into, you know, minor setbacks, you guys. It's okay. Right now it's a two-man team with me and my brother. So we've been holding it down. Dynamic duo, you know what we do for you guys. So thank you for tapping in. Please, I'm so sorry if my mic stand is in front of Ike. I don't think it is. I checked it last time. But yes, welcome to the humble abode again, brother. Yes. How are we feeling today? It's Sunday football.
Yes,
so
I feel great, bro.
Yes,
blessed,
sir.
You know, still breathing. Can't complain.
You know, at least you're the first person on the new couch.
Yeah.
You know,
new couch?
Yeah, we just
yeah,
got it.
Yeah, new couch, brother.
Nobody sat on it yet, so it's really good.
Go crazy.
Corey strongman that shit up in here by himself too,
bro.
That boy's
I really dragged this shit this whole way, like a rail, like a 10 o'clock at night. Just had to thug it out.
10 p.m. One of the loft people just watch this guy.
I would be sick. I was like hoping nobody on our floor was actually doing like work because I was like really just yeah, bro. It was because it's heavy and this shit don't really slide, so it was like stuttering all the way down. I was like,
you had to manhandle that shit,
bro. Yeah, I was really just like a dead body, just really just dragged this shit in here. But yeah, it's nice to have like an official couch. Like we used to have one at the old spot, so definitely back to it.
Come on.
But I really want to get into. I want to start where I always start with people, even though we've already done this and like been here. But I do want to start where you're from and then like what that means to you. So what was it like growing up in the West and just like having that experience as a kid?
Shit. I grew up in Cam. Not gonna lie, but all my fam is from where like the West, South Seattle. Like I got fam everywhere in Washington, but I grew up in Kent. I was actually born in San Jose, California.
Oh, so hell yeah.
That's why I'm a Niners fan, you feel me? I grew up a Niners fan in Seattle, which is
that's
tricky,
tragic.
You know? So,
you know, opposite country.
You see how I'm coming, but but I'm from Kent.
Mm-hmm.
The land.
So it was cool growing up, bro. I had mom, no dad. Shit, I was just getting it how I live. I was into sports, football, basketball.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then after niggas couldn't play basketball because of certain grades, getting in trouble, blase, niggas, you know, had to do what they do, you know.
Did you have at that time, did you have a coach that was like really on you about like just going to class and shit like that? About, cause you know, there's always that one coach that's just like, Ike, we fucking need you. Like these niggas are bums. Like come like save this team.
There was no coach like that.
Yeah.
Real life, I'm not gonna lie, but I was just on hella zero tolerance policies. I was always in trouble, so I fuck myself. I'm not even gonna blame nobody else.
I feel it.
No kissing.
I feel it.
No kissing.
Having those like those morals will get you like, you know, where you let a nigga know where you stand. It's like, you know, it's either left or right. So
exactly.
It's always good to like at least at the end of the day, stand on your own principles and like, you know, never feel a which way about like how life swings you.
Yeah, for surely.
So what was that? What were those early music days for you, and like getting into that kind of world? Because you've been at it for like I know a few years, but been around music for a while now.
For surely. I've always been around music. It's just when I started taking this shit seriously was like when I started paying for music. When artists say, "Oh, I'm not an artist or I'm not a rapper," if you're spending money on this shit, you're trying to perfect your craft. You're an artist. You know what I'm saying? So like that's when I started. That's when I put that shit on my Instagram. I'm an artist. Blase is when I spent money on beats, money on cover art, money on videos, money on, you know, X, Y, and Z. So if I'm really investing just to drop music, because that's what niggas don't get. Niggas really are paying money to drop music and then waiting to drop from the distro kit. You know, the proceeds, we got to wait till you guys run it up to make the money back or X amount more. You feel me? So when I started investing into my music, that's when I started taking it seriously. But I've been making music for like 3-4 years. The last year is when I started really
spending on it.
I was just always recording at niggas' house. You know how niggas. Like, but I still record at the crib like right now because I got my own shit. But it was in like funky situations. It was not even like professional whatsoever.
I feel like if you really love this shit, you got to go through that. Like 2017, Tavares was like recording at the home like.
It was trapped out, bro.
Yeah,
it was trapped out. I was holding microphone, no mic stand, like off the like, you know, like it was bad. Like,
that's how you know that's how you know you're built for it. Because if you can like see yourself where you want to be and still be like, all right, I'm in this situation where I got to hold the mic stand. It's really just like a bed. Sometimes there's a bed frame. Sometimes like there's no insulation, but I still gotta get this shit done.
No booth. That's character development for sure. You know, I feel like every artist, or at least someone, if you're serious about the music game, you kind of have to like go through all aspects and levels of what this industry presents itself to us. Sure. Those home studios, if I could add on, like those were like the most fun times, I would say. You know, just. Having a gram of weed,
literally figuring out how your flow's about to be. Exactly. Like we're hella young still, not figured it out.
We're ripping YouTube beats, you know, YouTube to MP3, you know, taking motherfuckers beats. Purchase your tracks today, you know, dropping those records. But those are learning curves and moments as an artist where you're like, do I like this sound? Do I like the way this bar is fitting within this verse? Am I good for this hook? Or, you know, even times where you're like, am I even good on this song when you're making music with friends? Exactly. So those really like build you up because I went from a home studio to like a professional studio out here reaching out to me, you know, telling me, you know, your sound sounds good, but it could sound better, you know?
Way better.
And engineering never really ran across my thought process. You know, I thought it was just like record, done. Now we're out of here. Yeah, we're I'm the, you know, we're the next up. But you realize that, you know, this industry especially, there's like intricate steps that you have to take and like things that like coincide with each other that prepares you for that next step. When I went into that new studio, I thought I was the hottest shit, you know? Like I'm at this professional studio, we're making good music, but not the best music I can make. I'm making just good music because I'm on a crunch time, you know. I'm timed for. I'm paying for my time, so we really got to make it shake. And I think that's what's beautiful, you know. You can't skip that. That's kind of like boot camp, you know. That's like first grade. I feel like
for sure. Facts. So definitely a learning experience for sure. Make you who you really are, type shit in the music game at least. You feel me?
I know Tavares dealt with this early on, but have you ever had to kick out a homie or kick a homie off a record because they're fucking around with your studio time?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna. Hell yeah.
Yes.
And I told them straight after they got out the booth. I almost told them while they was recording. I was like, "What? What did you just say, bro? Say it out loud to me, and then see if that sounds right. It don't even sound right when you say it out loud. Like, what are you talking about?" So I've kicked multiple of my bros off, but they never took it personal. I was just really like being real with them.
No,
like,
you
bro,
can't. Honestly,
this is not it.
Yeah.
If your boy's taking it personal, like no shots at all, like you, like
no shots, bro. I love my brothers.
Exactly.
Like,
bro. If anything, I'll say it right now. You know, I got a good few of my brothers. That when I turned up there, I was like, man, I told him, you know, I got studio locked in. I'm paying for studio. It's good. Pull up. Let's make a track. Let's make a record. Let's make a track. And we're cooked. He took hour and a half.
probably for 8 bars.
That's $80.
Like, probably for 8 lines.
Not even 8.
4.
4.
No.
4.
No.
He spent the last hour on 4 lines. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Guys, groovers, future artists out there, do not let that happen.
Ever.
Do not.
Ever. You just wasted your money.
That's real ism, and you don't want to waste your money because money is precious, especially for artists, because we make our money through our music. So if we're not getting that get back, it's tough. You feel me? There are instances where if you're growing, I feel like when I was growing, I had a really good crew around me, and they were involved with my music. They were passionate about it. Yeah. They wanted to make music themselves. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be like, it's good. 5-hour session on me. We're gonna figure it out. We got these songs planned out. So let's make it happen. But other than that, if you're not there to be productive, if you're not there to actually do the work and make it happen, then honestly, you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be at the studio session, or just, you know, take the backseat. You know, so a lot of people's egos kind of get in their way when they, you know, they want to help, they want to make it happen, but in that moment of time, it's not happening. You just got to cut the loss, man. You gotta realize that, like, what you're doing is detrimental to the both of you. You know, if you're not getting real work done, then guys, we're cooked.
Yeah, what are we doing?
We just put up $200 to make a song that's not finished. Yeah, that's not good.
Insane.
The engineers really just cooking.
Yeah, and the engineers, and they're loving it.
No, that's what, and that's it exactly. He's loving it. He's loving it, but then at the same time, he's like, yeah, these niggas got to hit me back to finish this. I'm gonna smack them for another 200. Yep. They're gonna smoke and drink the whole time, not getting nothing done.
Exactly.
Like, oh, that's easy comeuppance.
These niggas is rent this month.
Literally.
Yeah. So, we did have a great conversation last time we were talking about it. I just really wanted to make it be known. You know, we love bringing up the old stories and stuff. We did talk about Paul last time. We weren't able to get it out because of, you know, the previous interview. But please, once again, I want to uplift Paul on the platform and have you speak about him once again. So if you would love to, please describe Paul's impact on you as a person and you being an artist, or just in general.
For sure. Long live Paul Irvin Johnson forever. You feel me? That's my brother for life, even past death. Shit. Where do I start with Paul? He was my longest friendship, like 12, 13 years. To this day, I have a few 10 plus years, but 13 years is my longest friendship. That nigga really was a goofball. He was a goofball. He had a good heart. He was just caught in a wrong situation at the wrong time, you feel me? But he was really a good dude. He was a father. He put other people before himself. He taught me how to really care about people, for sure. Like, if I didn't meet Paul, I would probably be the same old nigga from 5, 10, 15 years ago, just mad all the time, angry, not thinking before I react, not mature, you feel me? Like, I wouldn't have shit to lose. Like, back then, I didn't have shit to lose. So now I got shit to lose. It's like, I wouldn't have got to that point if it wasn't for that nigga. He showed me how to really just care for niggas. Other than that, yeah, that's my brother, bro. I hold him close to my heart, bro, forever.
I'm gonna give what we've been talking about a good old round of applause. Just to just to give those people that, you know, made huge impacts in our lives, their flowers in this moment. And, you know, if they're not able to spend the time right now with us because unforeseen circumstances, I just always love to just keep that love alive. It's important, you know. Sure. I don't always I don't always try to push this narrative where, you know, the Groovy Tapes is a sad platform or something, you know, that we're always grieving or mourning. But I do want people to realize that this is a safe space to actually talk about those things and, you know, release those feelings because I mean, I'm under that same cloth where, you know, I'll hold it in. And like some people don't always have to know where me and my family, my friends stand at, whether they're still here with us or if they're not. But sometimes people need that, reassurance that, you know, men like us, we can have that conversation. We can talk about it because it's important. People will go on throughout their life with holding their tongue back or, you know, not saying those words when they're needed to be said. So thank you for sharing with us the first time, and then, you know, we're doubling back on that because I feel it's important that we keep these legacies going on.
For sure. Appreciate that, gang.
Of course. I want to switch it up real quick. You did recently drop a project. I've been a fan of a lot of what you've been working on within the past year. But let's talk about Hell and Back. You were curating. How was the process on getting this music together? And I don't want to ask like what inspires you, but like you know that what did motivate you to create this project?
That's not inspiration. Yeah, he kind of gave me inspiration. Is kind of a good adjective. It's kind of
okay.
You could say that. My bro Monte, shout out my bro Monte. He really it was only supposed to be 5 songs or 4 songs or something. Yeah. And then I went to this nigga's crib after work. We was just smoking normal shit, and he was like, "Bro, I heard this beat, nigga. I'm about to play it right now. You got to get on it. I promise you." And he played the beat, and it was the Da 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 remix, and I was like, "Oh shit!" He inspired that whole song, and then he inspired the MJB too. He was like, "You got to write to," you know, like he really pushed me to expand my EP. To be honest, but other than that, I was to curate it. I was just trying to make each song like have its own like heartbeat. Every song is different. Like everything doesn't sound the same. Each beat is different. What I was talking about it is different. Like every beat or every song had its own identity. I feel like not any of the songs sounded like each other really.
I was gonna say I attest to that for sure. Just because I mean, which one was it with the Muffin Man sample in the middle of it?
It was the Da 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 remix.
Yep, Da Da Da. That I feel like you're hitting your creativity flow into this recent project. You're pushing boundaries within your music that you haven't done before, or at least you haven't put out yet.
Exactly.
So that went crazy, and also I love different views.
Appreciate that, buddy.
I think people love shit talking music, but then there's also like a thin line between shit talking and actually like the realism. And imagery that is portrayed in certain music. So, I mean, the sound sonically, people will be like, "Oh, he's shit talking. Like these are hard bars. These are punchlines. He's going crazy." And with the mix of that flow and that beat, but in different views, you took a step back and you were like, "No, this is life. Like this is what I see. This is Paul taught me to grow to be into a better man, and now I'm a better man," which I thought was really profound because, you know, what we're hearing as of late in these days, and especially in music, is like very cohesive and concise, like straight up. Like, you know, it's not it's not, they're not painting painting the picture anymore. It's like, here's the picture.
Yeah.
In which you did differently in different views, you painted the picture.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to, give you, hand claps and like, you are diversifying. From when we did our first interview till now, you've totally diversified, which I think is like, hand clap worthy.
Appreciate you.
Everything all our guests do are definitely hand clap worthy, but like what you've been working on as of recently, is some crazy shit. So
appreciate you.
Sorry,
man.
brother.
No. I already told him. I was like, I want you to go. I was talking to Ike when you were in the bathroom. I was like, I want you to just ask what you want to ask and be able to like get, go ball dominant. So like, I have no problem because I'm gonna get my shit off. No matter what interview, I got a list of questions and I'm gonna let them fire. So it's like, I'll always take the back seat to let you rock and just like get your not only get your words out, but get how you feel and your perspective.
And especially if it's good ism.
Exactly. Come on.
Yes,
sir.
But I wanted, speaking on just your music curation, do you feel like you fall into the category of making really sad music over really hard beats? Because I noticed like when I actually like take outside of the beat and just like listen to the words, some of it be like, ooh, that's really like, that hit me. That shit really just like sting. But like, as Tavares said, you get caught up in the beat and you really like wave into like what's knocking you. You get lost in translation sometimes. So is that a goal of yours, or is it just how the music comes to you?
It's a mixture of both. Like with the beat, like fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. I fucking forgot what I was about to say. Repeat your question.
Oh,
I'm higher than a kite.
when you make music, because when you make music over like really sad music over really hard beats, is it your point to just like give your audience something to like vibe to and like not necessarily dive into the words, but like also having the words where you're like, I'm really saying some shit that's really like my real life, really like hit home for me type shit. So like, are you curating to kind of hide the like get your pain out but hide it over some knocking shit so you don't really have to like do it? Or is it just like kind of like a hidden gem? So like kind of what I would say how Future makes music, but it's like not the same box.
Essentially, it's just gonna be me talking about my life, but I pick certain beats that I think I sound good on or that sound good in a car. But how I deliver it is just like, it's my life, is raw. Like whatever I say, I want other people to either relate to, or they're like, oh damn, like that's some real shit. You feel me? So I want, whenever I put something on a hard beat and I'm saying real life shit, I want niggas to listen to it, listen to the lyrics, not only the beat, so they'll be like, oh, wait, what did this nigga say? Let me run that back. Damn, that was hard as hell. And then that's how I really do. I try to do everything like a Instagram caption, damn near like every bar. So it's like, damn, what did he just say? That's hard.
That's straight
like,
to the grill.
But that's real life. But I could relate to that.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel like you, especially with the because with the singles, I feel like for me with the singles, I'm more attracted to the music, and then as you said, the Instagram caption worthy lyrics and like the things that really like, ooh, let me run that back. What bro just said? Oh yeah, that's straight to the gram. So like, I feel like with a full project, you give more of like your complexity, life, and how you really view the world. And I really appreciate your point of view, because it's authentic and it's like very relatable to how I look at life and like really how I feel and view the world. So that's what I appreciate you as an artist, because it's raw and uncut, but it's still digestible. Like it's something I can really ponder on and sit with. But if I'm really just trying to have some like fun, you do both. And you do both at like a high level, because we talked about last time you were here. You'll take music off if it doesn't have that feeling for you, or if it doesn't last over time. How much music did you have to take off Hell and Back?
2 songs. And then the first song on the EP, I like bro was talking about earlier when we was talking about recording with the bros and having to kick people off the song. Two of my bros was on the first song, "Married to Money."
Yeah,
and then I didn't like it whatsoever. Like they wasn't matching they wasn't matching my bars. It didn't. They knew they tried.
Yeah.
My brothers tried. Shout out to my brothers. You know who you are too. But they tried. But I was just like, yeah, this is just. And to be honest, with Hell and Back, I really wanted it to be 5 or 6 songs of just me. I didn't want any features. I just wanted to just do all me. Next tape, I might do a feature if I want to. Like I have features in my notes just sitting from whoever you guys' favorite artist in the city. Like I haven't dropped any features really in a minute since me and Maka dropped a little tape and shit. But other than that, yeah.
Very particular.
Yes, sir. It's break time, guys.
Yes,
break time. We'll see you guys in the few ski.
Hey, what's good with your Mariners? I'm not a Mariners fan, but what's good with them this
what's
year?
Up
Are they nice?
They're nice, bro.
They're nice this year?
If you're gonna bet, if you're thinking about betting, I know.
Are they on the pace for 100 wins, nigga? Like, what's going on?
So right now we're playing one of the best teams right now. We're up right now 5-1 against the Braves. They're the World Series champs from last year. But they just went on like a 62-30 like record for the last 3 or 4 months. So they're the hottest team in baseball right now. Yeah. We're pretty good, bro. Like all the good teams that used to run us for our socks, we're giving them like that work. Yeah. So like we're a good matchup against the Yankees. We're a good matchup against the Stros. We're a good matchup against the Braves and a few other teams. I'm confident in them, bro. They're trying to break that playoff drought, and sometimes when those special teams that are like trying so hard for that playoff drought, they go further. Yeah. They go past that. They like beat expectations. So
they're hungry.
All right, that good Mariner talk back into the interview. You know I love it.
American League or the National League?
NL, or who are we?
Yeah,
we're in the AL.
I think we're in the
AL West.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, Astros been on fire.
Astros, yeah.
Astros been going crazy.
I'm looking at her standings.
Astros been on fire.
They're 90-50.
Yeah, 90-50. That's crazy, bro.
They're going nuts.
They're going yay.
They're going crazy.
The thing is, they're about to break 100 games in the season, 100 dubs, but there's hella games left still.
Yeah, there's it's until like October 3rd, which is like 25 more games.
Oh yeah.
So they are on pace to beat the Mariners world record.
100 something.
Yeah, 116.
Yeah, 100. I thought it was 113. 116 is crazy.
That's crazy, and they didn't do shit with that, so that's even crazier.
I don't want to talk about that. Yeah,
I don't either.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's insane.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, they went
Murphy
Nuki.
need to come here and slap the GM.
Hey, there's a lot that needs to go on, but yes, Groovy Tapes, welcome back. We're here. You heard us talking our stuffuses. But before we left off previously, we were talking about Hell and Back, and your project. Are we? I don't want to dive into too much like sauce or details about like upcoming like visuals or more things like that. How's that been for you? Are you planning anything like that to roll out or?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I have hella like I said earlier. I got hella like features from hella different artists. I'm either gonna do a whole mix, like a whole EP of features, or do 6 songs by myself in like a week or 2. But regardless, I'm gonna drop something in like a week or 2.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I just gotta keep consistent because one project is cool, but that was my first project this year. I'm trying to put 2 or 3 by then, by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have 2 or 3 total. Like this is one. I'm gonna drop another one, and I might drop one for Christmas type shit.
Okay.
I'm trying to have a little catalog.
Last time you were here, you were talking about making a whole EP for the ladies. How is that gonna be part of it, or are you gonna push that more to like spring, summer type of vibe?
That's definitely gonna be in the works. It's either gonna be summer vibes or it's gonna be whenever I figure out my sound. Because I'm gonna try and bring melody into it. I'm not gonna be just gassing beats all this. Like I'm gonna still be me. I'm gonna still gas beats over nice like how I did a Jacquees beat. I'm gonna still gas shit like that, like a sample.
Yeah.
But I'm probably just gonna have to wait till I really find my sound for the melody and
something a little softer,
some soft shit. Because everybody can have their own flow, but I want to be able to rap for females. I be making songs for niggas all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't this ain't gonna get no spins like with no females, bro. So,
exactly.
And females are key, bro.
They
are key in the clothing industry, music industry, whatever.
And
females are key.
And just about everything, you guys. Groovers, you must know this, but yes, please continue to support that side of the demographic too, you know, like ladies still listen to music, you guys. Stop, you know, you don't need to break out on you know, on the strength of like the men who actually like push the industry and like establish themselves. I mean, like, take for instance YG. Like people always credit YG's like upcoming as, you know, he did that gangster rap, but he also like was played in mostly the strip clubs.
Exactly.
The strip clubs were running up YG's whole discography. So exactly. And look at YG now, you guys. Like there are people, or, you know, let me say this: don't limit yourself from achieving fandom from different groups of people. Because that's where the money's at, you guys.
Literally, gotta have different variety of fans, not just one fan base type shit. Everybody gotta fuck with your music if you want to go somewhere at least.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about how you approach the business of music, and just like you speak a lot about having your own sound, as well as like mostly when you drop music, predominantly having yourself on it. So like when you look at the industry and just how like the music business ran here, do you focus on like having those relationships, of course, but like making sure people like know who Ike is?
Yeah, I make sure people know who I am for sure. That's more of what my bros has been, not kind of a little bit inspired me more of, just showing my face more, showing more of myself.
Yeah.
Not always trying to get on songs with niggas type shit. Like I got a couple of my features. Bros told me you should have just kept that a solo song, you know. So like, I just been trying to get myself out there more, show more personality type shit.
Yeah. People
want to see you. Like they don't want to just only hear music.
Facts.
Type shit, you know.
No, that's a fact.
Were you or are you still on the music conversation?
No, access.
Oh, for sure. I just wanted to see if you made it to that recent performance that you were listed as.
I did. I popped out, but I didn't perform. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling it. No cap. I wasn't. It wasn't as thick as I'd like it to be.
No, for sure.
Okay.
Feel me? So I was like, yeah.
And that's an important step to take within yourself is, you know, even though every opportunity is love, and like, you know, people are you know, using their lending hand, sometimes you got to take the step back to actually realize, like, is this good for me? Yeah. So, you know, kudos to you to realizing that. Are you planning on performing live within the near future, or is that something you're aiming to work on?
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely trying to perform soon. It's up to promoters, really. I'm just waiting until they hit me. I'm not gonna be thirsty and just keep asking away.
Yeah.
Type shit.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. I'm getting hella hot up in this bitch. We might have to take a 2-second break. So my mama. Give me a 2-second.
Yeah, we can open up that window.
Recollect thoughts for a good 1 to 2 minutes, and then come back. We can finish.
Hey, he got that cita.
That's what the nigga was reacting to.
I'm crying. Yeah, all right.
Krishan be sucking on toes. That's actually nuclear.
Maniac activity, bro.
She
be dead ass.
She put the whole big toe in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That was nuclear.
It was nuclear.
I was like,
smiled at the camera.
Yeah,
whoa.
Sick activities.
Blueface likes them like that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, Groovy Tapes, we're back.
That's really crazy that he's worth so many millions, but he's just like, we still on hood rat activity.
No, dude. All right. We can talk about that real quick. You feel me?
How
Like,
much money is enough money to make you stop doing hood rat activities?
Literally.
I'd have to make the 100M.
100M.
100 M's and no more hood rat.
And you're just like, all right, I'm professional.
Yeah.
No more bullshit. No more party. No more goofy shit. No more this and that.
Yeah, from 10 million to 100 million.
Yeah.
Oh, it's demon time.
Yeah.
It's
demon. Yeah.
It's nuclear Siva.
Yeah, that's a minute too. Yeah,
you know.
Like,
90 M's.
I'm going
the 90 M's is where I'm like, you're seeing a different side of Tavares. I'm still I'm still cool, groovy. I'm still that guy. But from that time, we're doing extravagant shit. We're on different time.
Shit, for real. Extravagant islands.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeding rare monkeys
exactly.
and
extinct animals are gonna be living in my living room.
This nigga gonna go to jail for something random shit.
I don't know if I'll be like an exotic animal owner just because my pup already be like turning up on me as is.
I'm coming
so
to your crib if you.
It's over. I'll have like a nice like tortoise. You know,
tortoise
with the bust down shell.
Yeah, bust down Versace, everything.
He might have 2 or 3 good 24 karat diamonds encrusted in the shell.
He's gonna have silk robes, all the shit.
I'm gonna rob your tortoise.
I'm
gonna come 70,000.
I'm gonna come back. I'm like, yo, he only had 2 stones. He had 3 stones. I'm calling every one of my boys.
I'll let you know right now.
Hey, bro, you looked over Torty over the weekend, bro, and I gave you him with 3 stones, and he got 2 right now. Can you explain?
Get your turtle a bust down. Do not get your turtle. Don't encrust shit in the diamonds, because I'm gonna take it. You get your turtle a chain.
You heard it here first. Do not bust down your turtle.
Do not bust down your turtle. That's mine. I'm gonna get earrings for no reason off your turtle. Fuck. Back to the pod.
Yes, we're here. We're back. Man, chopping it up, Ray.
Sure.
Damn, they're gonna. I'm gonna catch this while I'm editing. I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck?
What is that?" Yeah, laughing at you because you were like, "Like I had a question," and it just like, I was watching like. When they fucking steal memories for you in Harry Potter, that's literally what I was watching happen to you right now.
That's what happened to me earlier, nigga. He asked me a question. I was like, yeah. What? Wait, what was I about to say?
Where are we?
Wait, repeat the question one more time. Yeah, it happens. My mama.
I think before we left off, before the room was fucking boiling, we were talking about the business of music, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
I asked you both this when navigating the city, as musicians and just as like businessmen. What are your how do you approach, I guess, doing music with other artists as well as like the business side of that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I want to say right now I don't make music for free, but if you network and you come to me, or let's say. I'm not gonna say I haven't reached out to nobody, because I have reached out to certain artists and be like, bro, we gotta get on a song. You're hard, but if it's not right, like if it's not gonna sound good and niggas don't network, then it's bad. Blase. You feel me?
What about you? Oh, you're checking the camera.
But also, let me also answer that. I don't make music for free, but I know I'm not gonna charge X amount of price right now. Like I know I'm real with myself. I know my product. I know what I put out. I know where I stand in the community right now. I know blase. I know a lot of stuff. I know who I am. You feel me? So it's like, I be real with myself. I be like, nigga, I can't be acting Hollywood and charging X amount of price when I'm like that in real life, but niggas aren't gonna pay that because I'm not where, you feel me?
Yeah.
Not where they want to see you at. But
yeah,
right now I be charging like a good 100-200 for a little 8 to 16. To be honest, I be making money off DistroKid and that aspect of plays, features. That's about it on the business aspect. Other than that,
that's crazy. That's a steal. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a little steal. A little 1 to 200. Niggas be hitting me. Oh, you trying to make a song? I'm like, yeah, I got 8 to 12, 8 to 16. This green cash at me. Yeah. Other than that, I'm getting it off DistroKid plays. But if I fuck with your music, I'll make a song with you, bro. Yeah. If it's green, it's green.
To answer your question, brother, right now, especially recently, I have a manager. So dealing with the business side is, strictly through Smooth. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate and love you.
Come on.
But in the aspect of connecting with me as an individual, I take real connections over someone hitting me up with a large, fee. I mean, I will make music that makes sense to me. So going about in the city, there are people that I think are talented and that I want to reach out to and really create music with. But if it doesn't make sense to me or my team, then unfortunately we would have to find another means or connection or creative content that we would have to create for us to basically compromise with. I just want to what stands out to me is real individuals and artists, that have connection to this place, that actually are a fan of me. Because sometimes I run into people that are like, oh, he does the Groovy tapes. He's also an artist, maybe, he's doing the right things in front of him. And maybe that could help me with what I got going on. And realistically, I would love to do that all the time. I do love the
love and
the connection
and networking
and just the upbringing. But right now I'm really focused on actually making a name for myself and making, having people take me serious for my music.
Exactly.
So that is what I'm focused on right now, is really building those connections with the people that are like, hey, I'm a huge fan of South End Siva. I love his music and I would love to be on a project or work on something with him, as opposed to someone's like, hey, you got a great media following,
what can you do for me?
Yeah. And more likely than not, I run into a lot of those,
What can you do for me?
Yeah.
Not shit, pay a fee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not a damn fucking thing.
Bye, Felicia.
Just because, right now, I just feel like I've done the work, we've done the work. I've done the work to where we can ask for these prices. I mean, I think me finding out that that's what you're asking prices, I think that's a fucking steal. The amount of work and process that you take into your craft is easily something that's more than that,
Easily.
Easily. The way you connect with videographers.
I'm real with myself,
you get yourself engineered. I mean, the placements that you have, you're very well known with Bass Kids. That in itself, that relationship, that network, is already something that is tenfold, on what other people bring to the table. Just by you creating that and you working hard on that is more than what people will bring to the table and ask you for. That blew my mind. 100, 200, for verse or hook. There's people out here with smaller followings than us two, and they're asking for 350, 400,
tripping,
400.
That's a car payment. That's car insurance. Exactly. Are you crazy?
And they get it.
Sick.
And they'll make a song that doesn't hit, and that's why, because you're not making sense. You're not
being real with yourself, though.
You thought a quick come up was good enough for you, and then you guys put out an okay song. That's something I won't stand for. Go ahead.
For sure.
No, I was gonna ask you both as artists, because the reason I love you both as musicians is because you both fly your own flag. You guys don't compromise on how you put out your music and how you work on your craft. Is it difficult turning off the blinders to the extra shit outside? People just the bad songs that go up, the artists that you may not agree with getting spotlights or placements that don't necessarily reflect the craft or even what they put into their music. Does that as musicians and as artists, does that affect you, or are you guys very easy at silencing that sort of noise and just focusing on what you got to focus on?
Yeah, that's a great question. You gonna see that shit, bro. Like, regardless, everybody's scrolling on their phones. Like, on Instagram, you gonna see somebody that you don't like or somebody that you don't agree with that's getting love, or some that's not sitting right with you or gonna make you feel some type of way and blase. But it's always gonna be there. But you just gotta control how you react, or like, you can't take it personal. You just got that should either give you motivation, or it should just like wake you up to be real with yourself. Like, damn, they're doing something that I'm not doing, or they're working hard. Why am I not? Like, let me see what I can do to fix this. You should be looking at the solutions, not the problem. The problem you think in your head is, damn, I'm not getting the love. Why is he getting the love? But the solution should be, all right, I got to work 10 times harder. I got to only think about the solution. You feel me? Until there's no more problem. Yeah. And then you're going to be, oh, damn, all right, I'm getting love now because I really was working. I really was doing this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to see that shit, though.
No, facts.
That's ism. I'm going to go ahead and ism alert. But I'll be honest, I'd be pissed.
My mama.
I'd be hot. Honestly, honestly speaking, and to answer your question, brother, these motherfuckers don't be working as hard as me
at all, nigga. Like, what's going on?
And they be putting out mediocre ass shit, and that's really that should be grinding my gears. I try to make it to where it's white noise, and I try my hardest to not pay attention to it, just because I know what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Facts.
But then I be seeing it, and I be like, whoa, you guys be dick riding for sure.
What? This is what
like, this is crazy. Like, I just watched my boy drop an EP with, honestly, the same sound before you did, and you dropped it, and you're paying for views, and you just got done with like two media posts by huge media groups, and that should be like, is this good or trash? And everyone's talking about, this is great. You're fucking lying. No, I don't stand for it. Like, that should be running me hot. But I'm like, to what you said, like that's a perfect point. Like, let's stop looking at the problem and like look at the solution. So I try to, take my time of like figuring out what I should do, and like what the steps I should take, because like focusing on that shit really did hinder me. Whereas I was like, man, why am I dropping this? This ain't hitting. Like, this music video should. I feel like that's how I felt about when I dropped "Need You." That music video, I put my all into that.
That was hard, by the way.
Like,
that shit was hard.
Thank you so much. Like, that's a project where we spent 2 days shooting. Like, you sat in the sun, like 95-degree weather with a reflector. Like, we put in that effort where I was like, yo, this is about to hit.
Quality,
like whoever gets a wind of this, they're gonna be like, hey, who's South Receiver? Who's the team? Like, what are they doing? And right now I'm working like on almost like 2,000 views, and I can't let that get to heart, or I can't let that affect me or take that to heart, just because like I love that project. Like, I love that song. I when I recorded it, it's one of my favorite songs I've ever recorded. When we came up with the treatment for that music video, I was so excited. Like, I rented a restaurant, like we got a Lolo in Old School for that. And we put it all together. We had actors, like my two best friends, Corey and Solana's in that music video. I'm like working a restaurant. So everything that I like put into that, I was so happy for. I just thought the response was just like meh. Like,
it wasn't what you liked, and you were like, I put in so much time, effort, and really my heart into this. You guys gotta show me more love than that.
And then like artists like Payday is going crazy. If you guys don't know who Payday is, that's like she's a white girl from here. Like, hey,
I don't know who that is.
Hey, all kudos to you.
Wait, is that the one white girl that's from like up north and she was on the guitar or something?
No,
that might be Lorelli.
I don't know
because there's a couple white girls out here on pop that are like going nookie.
Going dumb.
Payday raps.
There's a rapper named Payday.
Yeah,
and she's white out here.
Yeah,
she's going crazy.
She's going nuclear, and like no disrespect, like I honestly want Payday on the platform, and let's break it down. Like let's have
a talk.
That was just that was just a small example of where you have the feeling of like you put something out and then like other things on the outside world like overshadow. Yeah, and like.
I love this.
I can name a few artists for sure that are getting love right now or showing up on this page and this page. I'm like, these niggas are what?
And she's not making music that I love personally, but other people love it. So it's like, you know, like that's awesome. Like my huge thing is she got a motherfucking commercial with Apple.
Where?
And I'm like, bro, it takes generations for a Seattle artist to get like
anything like that.
You know.
She just walked in here and strolled in here and was like She was like, yeah.
Happily was probably in college. I probably got the whole story fucked up, but
I'm gonna die. Hey, I love you so much. We gonna down this hill. Hey, Payday is up. At this point, it's up. You didn't deserve the Apple shit, literally. Like, and your music is bunned. So like,
I haven't heard you.
You know, like we gonna at this point. The Groovy Tapes is going to stay under it because this is my brother.
10 toes.
Exactly.
Never heard of you till today.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But you doing your thing.
Come on the platform. We can settle the beef.
I ain't heard of you.
No, that was awesome conversation right there, brother.
It's good money. It's good money. Now we got beef with Payday. It's up. It's up.
On site.
You know, we don't pay shit.
Cool. But yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, bro. It's also with that shit, like, you got to look at it like it's not, you should be looking at yourself. Yeah. You shouldn't be really looking at anybody else, what they're doing, like, the art. Like, you can, everybody, obviously it's going to be there, like I said, but you got to look at yourself and be like, all right, I dropped this. What else can I do to make this better? Let me see how consistent I can be to see how much I can get in following and interviews and in a show and this and that. You just got to be consistent. You got to keep going. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Don't worry about them because it's about you. You feel me?
At every moment, Groovers. Like I think we're on episode 102 now, and hold on, I'll edit that. But yeah, we're so far into these podcasts that, like, you know, the work speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. I think that is a driving motivation. That is a factor within just introducing yourself into this industry. Is like, you guys can't skip the steps
at all.
The steps are fundamentals, and fundamentals rule the game. You guys, like, you know, you want to be a Tim Duncan out here, honestly.
Yeah, you really do. You want to be a seasoned veteran. You want to be real nice on your feet. And whatever's clever on mama.
That's truly important because a lot of people, they burn out in this place and in this space, especially. So like, longevity is key, and just realizing that solutions are better than problems, and don't let those problems stack up against you, at least in your mind and your mental. You guys are going to be in a great spot, and work speaks for itself, you guys.
Shout out Shakir, shout out DJ Bass Kids, and long live Trayvon McCoy, RP Juice the Guy.
Yes, sir.
That I love it. I love it. I'm gonna throw a hand clap on that and let it rain. Sure. Before we continue on with the conversation, did you want to talk about the relationship you got with Kier and Trayvon and the seeing? I brought it up last time, but my first instance of seeing Ike was actually in the Make 'Em Say remix music video.
Yes, sir.
So just want to bring it up again.
Yeah, for sure. Shakir's been my bro for hella long, like real life brothers. Like, Trey's been my bro. We hooped, freestyled, go to his grandma's house. Like, it was good, but Shakir really was showing love just because of I think he's attracted. I don't know what, I'm not gonna tell you what another man's attracted to, but from the outside looking in, from me looking at him, it seemed like he attracted to authenticity. Yeah. Like, if you're just yourself and you show love and blase, he gonna show it back. He gonna reciprocate it. And every time I met, like from the first time I met him, it was all love. Like, he bought me my first meal when I got out of out of jail, I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, that's my boy. Like, shout out to him. He's always shown me love, pushed me to make music and not care what niggas are saying. Because there was a lot of haters when Trey was around, when Juice was around. Yeah. Niggas was hating on him. You know, like, he was just that nigga, you know, like, he was just him. He was authentic. So it's like, she really showed me just to keep going and be myself. Trey, R.P. Trey, he's just a real person, bro. He's the inspiration to why I make music and keep it going, really, honestly, to be honest. But R.P. my boy.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go with another hand clap.
I wanted to ask about that day when you guys were recording the Make 'Em Say. Did it feel like the classic it was? Like, cause the video, the energy, like everything about it was like, this is a moment. Like, like knowing that like the city didn't receive him like that at the time, but did it still feel like that was like, oh yeah, this is like, we made a classic today?
Yeah, that's a great that's a good question, bro. At the time, we had like the people that was supporting bro and that was really involved, we had already knew what it was. We had niggas, he was a gem, like he really had talent, bro. Like he was really gonna make it out. So we didn't really think it was like honestly regular. Like that was just a regular like we just popping out for bro. We going to the Jamal Crawford Court and Renton, we gonna do this scene, it was honestly just like, it was in motion. It was regular for us. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like nothing major. We weren't super planned. Like, you know, like. Yeah. It was just regular, to be honest, bro. I didn't think that how the events would turn out, you know, and the things would pass, but it was real regular, bro.
Yeah. That video showed how natural everything was. Yeah. And just.
The love he had.
The chemistry that whole group had, you know, from the shot Tada got of everyone on the court to everyone wearing their NBA jerseys backwards, just to, you know, him and Amir opening the gate in the beginning shot of everyone. It just from it, speaking in hindsight, you know, that's Seattle classic, you know. And it's sad to say it turned into a classic after his passing, because you're correct. Like, you know, the hate was there. People didn't like Juice's sound initially. And then Juice started doing shows. Juice started doing parties, and people started linking up, hearing this sound. You know, the emergence of Highway, like people like all like that was. It was a bubble ready to explode.
Exactly.
The people around that circle knew what was going on. Y'all, the young ones, the people Juice's age that, you know, he was out functioning with, you know, just the parties around city, you know. You heard about Stack Team. I mean, like,
that's a fact.
Like you heard about these boys, and you're like, you know, you'll see them walk in, and like, we were at those parties where we're in the back blowing down, like, big tree. Like those are the kids that keep the weed, and like those people gravitated towards us and was like, you know, these boys keep the weed, but you know, these are also like I don't like describing upper echelon, but like, you know, these guys are highly coveted, you know. Juice walks in, all eyes on him.
I would say he ran the scene at the time. I would because
it was a very small scene too.
It was a very small scene for us.
That's the thing. I'm glad you said that. It was a very small scene. Yes. There was not a lot of artists back when Juice was alive, bro. There was not a lot of artists
outside of all the ones who, like, you know, Morgang, like all the people like doing the traditional Seattle hip hop.
He was our bubbling, but I would say like for the music and the time at like what the sound was at that time.
He was star power.
He was our bubbling artist. He would have been our underground artist to go like double platinum and like start doing these huge fucking South by Southwest. Like he'd have been on the Rolling Loud stage. That he had those, not only those connections, but the drive of like, I always think about it, like if your city hates you, you're kind of doing like the perfect thing.
Yep.
You know, because like if no one understands your sound, but you're still known everywhere and you're still bubbling. Like for me to never really like know Juice in that, like in his like when he was here with us, but to know his name and to like have very like knowledgeable of like who this person was, but never like have the chance to meet him.
Stamped himself.
Yeah, so like to me, like just I being in the media space, we're always allowed to like look at everything as a bird eye view. He'd have been out of here, like he
Promise
like
you.
especially as the
that.
music was going, it would have been so. He'd have been one of those transitioning artists to be like, oh, like Seattle is a thing. Like he'd have stamped us in like the no jumper wave, that kind of era of music would have just been such a layup for him to conquer, especially here where there were so very few artists achieving that and still being at home. Like a lot of artists had took opportunities on the road and did other things. He was one of those few people that were still here, stamping shit, doing shows, doing parties. Loved or hated, like he was still himself. So like those are one of those things that I like got to watch from afar and just really appreciate about him, just because it was like inevitable. Like it was one of those things that you watch and you're like, oh, just like when, you know. So it was definitely beautiful to watch when it was happening and to see the legacy continue and like the name be stamped, you know, and like a street be named after him, just to get those things that would have happened either way, you know.
Exactly.
So
appreciate that, gang.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Juice appreciates that too.
Yeah, it was evident. It was for sure evident. Will you check that camera?
Yeah, I checked it.
Okay, my bad.
No, yeah, but we are running on that time. So before we talk your ear off, brother. Please let us know about upcoming endeavors, or if you got things you want your people at home to focus on. Please let us know.
Yeah, like I said, I got another project coming out in a week or two. Probably gonna be all solo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do an all solo project. And then I'm gonna do another all solo project because I just did one for Hell and Back. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to Hell and Back. Ikey, type it in on all platforms. But I'm gonna do a solo project in a week or two, and then after that, I'm gonna do a project with all artists that everybody probably fuck with. I got hella features in my notes. It's crazy, but probably just projects and videos, bro. Projects, videos, and then whoever booked me for a show, book me for a show. I'm not begging for a show, but you niggas, book me if you gonna book me. You feel me?
Facts.
Simple fact. Simple that.
All right, KWJT. You've been grooving with Ike, man. You've been grooving with Corey.
Come on.
And Tavares. Thank you.